Hi everyone and welcome back again sa video na to. And today, pag-uusapan natin tungkol sa mga co-employees ko na Gen Z. Because it was so funny na I had this first time experience na, makipag, usap sa mga Gen Zs. Especially in my work. Kasi with all of my experience, wala akong, puro matatanda yung mga kasama ko. Talagang eksperyensado, they know what they're doing, very hardcore. And then, one click, kasama ko, coffee mate ko, almost lahat sila, puro Gen Z. So, yung environment, medyo chill. Chill lang. When in fact, I never been chilled sa mga ganong environment kasi puro hardcore eh. Hardcore yung mga working experience ko, yung mga nag-training sa akin. So it's really push hard. Kumbaga, you need to extend your hours para lang ma-meet yung even though na kahit ma-meet mo na yung quota ng work mo, you still need to go more than that. So, parang yun kasi yung way namin na you are useful as being an employee sa isang company. So, we do overtime, we really improve the working system, and then talagang sulit yung bayad. And which is good din, which is maganda rin yun kasi after ng work mo, you feel satisfied that you really did a good job on that day. And then from this company, pagpasok ko, every time na nakikita ko sila, parang tamad na rin ako kasi I see them as slack. Totally slack. Maghapon sila nasa cellphone eh. Hindi ko maintindihan. When in fact, there's lot things to do. So, hinayaan ko lang. Then, as I doing the work, once time, pumuputok na yung utak ko ano yung mga improvements na gagawin ko. So, ayun nga, nagkaroon ako ng project to improve the documentation of the parts para hindi mawala, para magkaroon siya ng parang ng ng step by step kung ano yung nangyayari sa part na yon, kung saan pumupunta, you can identify kung nasaan na yung part. Kasi yung yung gamit nila documents is, it's like isang paper lang na operation 1, operation 2. So, pagbigay sa akin ng paper, I don't know kung tapos na ba yung part or hindi pa. So, ginamit ko yung experience ko to improve the documentation. So, I gave them the report. Siguro tinapos ko siya ng almost 2 weeks. Pero it's not yet final kasi kailangan ko muna siyang i-test sa loob ng company para ma-approve. Kasi pag binigay ko na hindi pa siya natetest, baka hindi nila ma-absorb maraming questions, hindi matutuloy. Kasi nga, puro Gen Z yung mga kasama ko. And, 90% doon sa company, puro Gen Z. So, I really don't know how to work with them. Kasi, yung working ethics, kumbaga, I'm still grasping how they approach the work. Kasi every time na nakikita ko sila, they're not doing something. Pero pagdating sa mga emails, ang bilis nila. Talagang nagre-reply sila when in fact, wala akong nakikitang any. Ba't sila nagre-reply lang email? Wala pa namang actions. Kumbaga, may actions na kaagad. So, I keep thinking, maybe that's the nature of their work. Para lang ma-satisfy yung need ng customer even though hindi pa tapos yung work. Parang Enough na okay na yung part, ganito, kahit hindi pa okay. So for me, that's a culture shock doon sa loob ng company. And one day, dahil nga first time ata na nagkaroon ng overtime, and nag-extend kasi ako kasi gusto kong matapos na yung mga parts sa 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 side ko as sa quality. Sabi ko, kailangan kong mag-extend para the next day, hindi ito napapatungan. I've been forcing myself to go it fast as much as possible para matapos kasi nga wala yung kasama ko, nagbakasyon. So sabi nila, sige, you can extend and then the other day, kahit weekend, kung gusto mong pumasok, pumasok ka na lang kung ano yung makatapos mo. Sabi ko naman sa kanila, don't worry, I will update you as much as possible kung ano yung mga natapos ko para makita nyo. And I will take pictures of it para ma-identify nyo kung ano yung mga priorities or not. So I just go through, nag-extend ako ng Friday until 10:30 and then Saturday, pumasok ulit ako hanggang sa morning hanggang hapon. So overall, natapos ko lahat and then they were happy na yung workload gumaan, totally gumaan. And then they told me that it was my first time to see those racks na halos wala ng mga parts to be inspected. And then I think I did great there. Kasi nga, I'm a millennial and the training of us is hardcore, kumbaga. And then one time, nang dahil sa nangyari na yon, na-realize ng general manager na parang, parang Gen Z rin siya eh. Kasi sa finance, binigyan nila ako ng overtime sheet. Okay, overtime sheet, so I put there everything that I do, yung time in ko, time out, pinas ng boss kong Gen Z rin sa boss niyang general manager na Gen Z rin. So, kinento sa akin ng boss ko na how did he react doon sa timesheet. And then sabi niya, bili na lang tayo ng stamp. Ano pa nga to? Kalimutan ko na yung OG na pang time in, time out. Yung stamp, may time na manual tapos clock in, clock out mo. So, bumili sila. Okay. So, I think 1 week, bumili sila. Tapos, nandoon na sa isang wall, katabi ko. Nilagay yung mga pangalan, kung sinong gusto mag-overtime, yung mga third party, kung gusto sinong time in, time out nila. May dumating na taga-admin. And tinanong nila sa akin, kung ano daw tong clock na to. Kasi first time nilang nakita. So I was laughing. Okay, I was laughing. But, hindi ko siya hindi ko siya mag-grasp. Kumbaga, sige, since you are Gen Z, sabi ko sa kanila, I will explain you how these things work. So pagpasok, ito yung thing na time in, time out. Pag pumupunta kayo ng toilet. So parang, ito naman, sabi na, okay, ito, pambira. Tinawag ko ulit sila. I'm just joking. Ito yung mga time. Ito yung OG na imbis na gumamit tayo ng clock in, clock out doon sa PC, ito yung OG na gumagamit kami ng paper to clock in and clock out. And then, tawa siya, ba't tayo bumili nito? I don't know, sabi ko. Masyadong Jurassic tignan, sabi niya. Actually, yes, it's totally Jurassic, but it's reminding us how technology evolve as we grow old, sabi ko. So, tinanong sa akin, talaga bang ginagamit nyo to noon? Actually, yeah. When I was start working in 2009, we're using this one as time in and time out, sabi ko. So, yeah, this is the OG of the computer. or the timesheets. So parang na-amaze sila, and then all of the pagtalikod nila parang, naglalaro sila. Oh, this thing is so old. Parang nakikita ko yung pagka-sarcastic ko, baga, which is, accepted na. And then, balik ako sa work, and then all of the sudden, gumagawa ako ng email. Okay. And they noticed me na, ba't ka gumagawa ng email ng ganyan? Minamano-mano mo. What do you mean? Sabi ko sa kanya. Meron tayong ChatGPT. Oh my God, sabi ko sa utak ko. Don't tell me. Maggagawa ako ng email gamit ng ChatGPT. And yung company, they buy ChatGPT for all of us account para doon tayo gumawa ng mga reply how the email. God damn it. Ayaw nilang mag-isip. Kaya pala nagtataka ako sa mga emails para ang bilis nilang mag-reply. And then all of a sudden, makes sense naman. And then, now I get it. Gumagamit pala sila ng ChatGPT. And ako, nagre-reply through my knowledge kung ano yung mga nakikita ko. And then, sinisend ko yung mga reply as professional. And I didn't know that they're all dependent sa ChatGPT, which is very scary for me because, paano mo pa-practice yung how to work efficiently if only using your ChatGPT to do your work, right? I don't know. That's my opinion. I don't know with the others. And then the next thing is since nagkaroon na sila ng experience sa akin, nag-overtime ng 2 days to extend to see, and then I noticed dumarami ulit. And then sabi ko, ma'am, kahit basbata sa akin, tinatawag kong ma'am, when in fact, dinidisregard nila kasi ako nag-automatic na. Just to be respected for the work ethics. Iba kasi yung work ethics namin. Sabi niya, Eden, siguro kailangan mo muna magpahinga. You need to go outside rather than pushing yourself like this. Sabi ko, okay, I can do that one. Kasi ang nasa isip ko noon, nung sinasabi kong gusto ko mag-overtime is, gusto kong mag-extend because, here in Singapore is very expensive and kailangan ko ng money to overtime with. Even though kahit alam kong, I need a rest too, which is makes sense nung sinabi sa akin ng boss ko. And then parang I'm trying to put myself to her situation as a boss, as Gen Z boss, na parang ang sinasabi niya sa akin, you don't need money. Okay? You need to protect your as human being. You need to protect yourself from this kind of situation. Kasi nakita nila yung nangyari last month, I think, na they're pushing, and then they see me going home for 10:30 p.m. already, and then pumasok ulit ako ng maaga, umuwi ulit ng hapon. Ako lang mag-isa doon sa company na umuwi ng gano'n. Binigay sa akin yung susi. So, pinatay ko lahat ng ilaw. And then, I think they got trauma on it. And then, na-realize nila na, Adrian, you don't need this. Okay? Just do your thing. If it is not important, don't go to overtime. So, I'm not, hindi ko sabihin ko sa'yo na huwag ka mag-overtime. You need to go outside and take some rest. So, it makes sense to me. And today, I finish 5 kilometers. And while tumatakbo ako, pumapasok yung sinasabi sa akin ni Yutian, yung boss ko na Gen Z, na may sense din palang, masarap din palang maging ka-office mate ang mga Gen Z, which is make sense din naman talaga. Na I really have the feeling na they really protect themselves and their mental health, which is tama, which is, yeah, tama, makes sense. And then, if you finish the job, go out. Okay. You don't need to OT because of money. Well, for me, I need to OT because I need the money, which is, I don't know if it is makes sense. I'm totally confused now because yun nga, pagkatakbo ko, na-realize ko something. God damn it. Sinasahuran ka, ba't kailangan pa ng extra money? Para lang, mabigyan nung, yung mga nangangailangan sa akin sa Philippines. Gusto kong syempre, magpadala. When in fact, hindi naman na ganun kalaki kasi yung sahod ko, kagaya noon. So, this company is very small. Yeah, parang nabigyan ako ng heads up. Toby, this is too much. So, I think you need to slow down. So, yeah, it's weird to work with Gen Z, but sometimes they really make sense. I'm not against Gen Z, but the way the work of ethics is very different. So, kailangan kong siguro i-grasp at mag-adapt doon sa kind of working systems nila. And siguro nga, we millennials need to, we train to grind more and more work, more pay, more happy, when in fact, we're missing out something good to our lives. So, yeah, I think Gen Z makes sense at all. And I'm trying to, love Gen Z co-employees. So, yeah, dito na ako nagtatapos itong kwento na to. And hoping naka-learn kayo sa akin. And if ever you have Gen Z employees, don't be harsh on them. And I think they're human being too. It's not their fault. And it's not our fault that the kind of working system they have is like that. And it really give you a lot of learning about Gen Z's working system. And they really make sense too. Kumbaga, I know some employees doesn't want Gen Z na naman. We're not hiring Gen Z. No. I think Gen Z is giving the heads up to us that we need to wake up with this kind of system. And I'm starting to love it. How they introduce us to this kind of system. That be easy, don't take rush, protect your mental health. You don't need more money to be, mabuhay. You need to think yourself as a person. So yeah, hope you like this video. And to remember to like and subscribe. See you guys. Bye-bye.